you my daughters, and I leave. Monstar, Bunny, Juicy.
Hello. Like he said, I am Monstar. The little squeaky thing that you hear is Bunny.
I'm not squeaky.
Exactly.
I'm Juicy.
And
Man.
we're Dad's guards. And we're just here. Okay, we're just here. Our topic today was going to be depression. And that just happened. Good job, Trinity. Good, right on cue.
My bracelet,
So it's for the world today. Depression has just been an overdriving sense in the Gen Z generation of Thing 1 and Thing 2 that we have.
Anyway, on the topic of depression, like what I'm witnessing right now, it's anything right now can be considered depression.
Facts.
Like if you're complaining about something, and you say you hate your life, that's grounds for depression, right?
Yeah,
there.
it's also a history lesson for the Great Depression, which was everyone complaining about everything.
The Great Depression was the worst because it was just depressing and nobody had any money to do anything with their life. Kind of like, you know, Rona.
Kind of like now.
Exactly like now. Anyway, but depression is also just like when you're just down in the dumps and you just can't really
Get out.
or find what you need in life. And there's special medications for that most people don't take because why? And doctors are expensive, and let's not even start on that topic.
Who really wants to take meds? Like,
Whoever took my antidepressants, I hope you're happy. I'm sorry. But in today,
Whoever took my antidepressants, I hope you're happy.
breathe, Vivian.
this is why you're on meds now, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only one who are not on meds is Monstar, and
She
she's
needs
the one
to
who
be.
needs them the most.
She needs to be.
First of all, rude.
She needs to be.
She needs to be.
I am perfectly content.
Lies. Lies.
You're
I want you
perfectly
to tell
content with
another
life?
lie.
You're really?
Tell another lie with a straight face.
You're
First
telling
of
me
all-
you are perfectly content with your life as we speak right
Right
now.
First of all, Thing 1 and Thing 2. Yes, I am semi-content. I have my
Name
dog.
5 things that make you content right now.
I have my dog.
One.
I have a roof over my head.
2.
I have clothes on my back.
3.
I have food in my belly.
4.
I have a job. I just
say
got.
a breath of life. 3 of those were basic human necessities. Try again.
And
And this is why people have
most people don't have that.
This is why people have depression.
That and they sit in the dark, deep corner and have sad boy hours.
Also, most of these songs now be depressing. Like, have you heard Silence
Facts.
and like NF?
First
Oh my
off,
gosh,
NF is
NF.
a great rapper. You leave him alone.
He's an amazing artist, but the
Paralyzed
Well,
is a
hold on.
beautiful.
If it's not depression, it's breakup. Can we talk about Before He Cheats?
oh,
Good Lord.
Facts,
That's the
'cause-
greatest country breakup song you can scream at the top of your lungs in the car.
Every woman knows that song. No matter.
If your woman know that song, please don't break her heart.
please don't. Cause
You may not have a car when you walk outside your home the next day.
No,
it's not even that. She got
What's
a
that
crazy
song?
best friend.
What's the song? I bust the windows at your car.
Facts. All
know.
these songs we are not
Females
allowed
are
to
getting
sing.
creative now, and they're full on taking off the rims, taking off tires, taking engines out.
So the crazy thing about that is because guys can get depressed over their cars. So we're still on the semi-topic of depression because guys get depressed about their cars.
Agreed.
But if you don't slash all 4 tires, like you only slash 3 of the 4, the insurance won't replace it, and you have to go buy them yourself.
Really?
Yes, and if you don't break like the little windows. No, break the little windows because the insurance doesn't cover that. You know how cars come with that little angle window right there? Break that. It's not covered by insurance. Don't do this. Disclaimer.
All I'm thinking
Just
is
don't do that.
in Supernatural when someone stole Dean's Impala baby and he's like, I'll murder them. Yeah.
Oh, don't.
Don't.
If
If you date a Dean.
something I have learned, not off personal experience. Let's clarify this. It's not off personal experience. Look at the weather forecast, and 3 hours before it rains, put some instant mashed potatoes in his yard.
Oh.
Why though?
I mean, that's
He
good
gonna
though.
have a fun time mowing his lawn.
Or put it in his car. Ooh, put glitter in his vents.
Yes.
And then when it's hot and he turn the air conditioner on.
Look at you, Lincoln.
Now watch how pissed and sad he gets.
Because glitter is hard to get. That's what us. No, there are many forms of depression. The first, most form of depression when you get glitter in your car, because you ain't gonna get that out.
You're not getting
nothing.
So like,
but
okay.
it's also your greatest form of happiness when you finally get that last speck of glitter out.
When you like 50,
So okay, so let's do this. The stages of depression. What's stage 1? Like, so
Denial.
you know how grief has the stages, all those stages.
denial. I'm not depressed. I'm just
Like, I'm not
sad
depressed. This is just my sad boy hour. It's fine. I'm gonna be fine.
Like, I'm just, it's just, I'm junior year. I'm getting stressed about college coming up for senior year. You
Yes.
know, it's just hard work. Then
Y'all say that.
you got the semi-acceptance. Like, you're not really there, but you're talking to your friends, and you're like, and you're looking on
Okay.
Google, because, Google, everybody's best friend.
Facts. Dr. Google is either gonna have you out the hospital or in the hospital or in the psych ward. Okay, it's one of the three.
And then the worst,
Or make you get on meds. Like,
the worst form of depression is acceptance, because half of acceptance is you're mad that you're sad, and you're sad that you're sad.
Facts, because it's just like, why?
Why
am I here?
Right.
And then you start thinking about old stuff like, hey, you remember that ex from like the 6th grade when he broke your heart back then because he kissed your then best friend and y'all ain't never talked since? You didn't even think about
on
him.
Valentine's Day in kindergarten when you were the only person
Who
who didn't get a cupcake.
Right, like,
It really like that.
or you realize you get cheated on with your best friend on Valentine's Day night, but it's okay.
that sounded a little bit of personal stuff over
Right.
there. You okay?
Okay, but anyway,
That sounded a little personal.
After
Or when the dude come over to your house and be like, "Hey, you were not mature enough for me yet," just so he can go. Anyway, we're just gonna leave that where that was.
So after semi-acceptance, thinking like, you have to do a whole bunch of what ifs and maybes. It's the full acceptance.
Full acceptance.
But then you also have with that, you have the full acceptance, but you inwardly admit it, but you don't want to outwardly admit it. Like, you don't want to tell your parents. You don't want to tell your friends. You may tell like one person because they the person's crap.
And
So
therapy,
is that still the semi-acceptance because you're not like admitting it out loud?
that's
and
like,
it's just like
all
it-
under
well,
semi-acceptance.
acceptance also comes with a form of denial, because there are some depressed people who be like, I don't want to go to therapy because that means outwardly admitting that I am
So,
in this
but
depressed
okay,
state.
since that state, how many stages did we go through already? Hold on, I gotta count.
We did
Denial.
We did semi-acceptance.
and now we're doing fully acceptance.
That was
No.
still semi-acceptance. Jesus.
No, now we're doing inward acceptance.
Inward acceptance. Okay, so this one is therapy. So like
Outward acceptance.
So outward acceptance. So that's when you just like you go and you be like, hey bro, I've been really depressed for X amount of time.
no, first you got to tell your parents.
No. You be careful who you trust. 'Cause there are really people who be like, you not depressed, just go outside, get my friends, get a job.
Yes,
Just
bro,
don't
like-
be sad no more.
Hold on. Number one thing, don't trust your school counselor.
Oh,
Oh.
that sounds a little personal over there, Juice. You good, bro?
Do not trust your school
You
counselor.
good, bro? You good? You even dabbing up on you good, bro?
This is really
It's
pretty.
just-
Leave it alone. It's already
is
broke.
really
Leave
pretty.
it alone.
This is like we're under pressure right now.
And so it's like, when it comes to going to therapy, it's like, you need to admit, like, you got hurt. So it's in a form of truth. But you don't want to admit to a stranger, because that's what your therapist is. It's basically a stranger.
And I think that's why most people don't go to therapy.
You don't want to tell
You don't want to tell nobody you don't know. That's why a lot of people do like a whole bunch of self-therapy, like writing in a journal, listening to music, but not sad music, okay? Don't be depressed and listen to more depressed stuff.
Well, crying is good for the soul.
I understand that.
And also, hair dye is a lot cheaper than one session of therapy.
Yes, Lord.
That is also a fact.
Also
That's
very true.
That's how
Hair
you
dye-
know.
Hair dye is cheaper
Hair
than
dye
therapy.
and pizza is cheaper than one therapy session.
But that's also like when you're going through your breakups too, though. That's how you know you having that whole little quote unquote midlife crisis, or like this crisis of like that big heartbreak. It's like, nah, I'm finna go cut my hair off, dye it red, and all that other stuff.
No, it's when you get that one heartbreak where you're like, I gotta change my entire, like my hair changing.
My wardrobe changing. I'm hitting the gym.
I'm hitting the gym.
Getting new tattoos, piercings. I'm gonna be a goth chick. Like this entire process.
You dropping
I'm
off
gonna need you to
friends.
stop calling out my lifestyle like that.
No, you getting new friends. You hanging out with new people.
Right, not in your
a new
old
job.
Right, not in your old circle no more because they
You
all
moving
still
out.
hanging out because that's their friend too. He wasn't even your friend, so I brought him around. Anyway.
Pass around.
Them
Pass
friends.
around.
Now let's talk about them friends.
Pass around. Pass
Them
around.
ones where you got your little group of friends.
Facts.
Then you start dating someone, whether it be a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna be gender biased.
Right, we're not gonna profile you
You
like
bring
that.
them in, everybody accept them, and then y'all break up, and now all of a sudden everybody more friendly with them than you.
Ooh.
Oh,
So I'm trying to figure out where people switching up at.
Hey, baby girl, I don't know.
Something
Or
ain't,
no.
the math ain't math in here.
What this? No, when
It's
you
not
date a
new school
dude,
math.
when
That
you
new school math.
when you date a dude and that girl best friend look at you like you a threat.
Oh no, it be that same shit they tell you don't worry about.
Oh no, it be your own best friend, not their best friend. It be your own best friend.
Or it be the best friend that's like that he treating you wrong. Like, girl, I can't believe he doing that to me. Like, yeah, girl, you should leave him. But on the side over there with him,
Oh, for real, on the phone next to him.
When y'all both go to his house and she automatically hooking up to the Wi-Fi.
oh, you been here before, baby girl. We got some things to talk about. Okay.
That new school math ain't math in here.
It's really not. 2 + 2 = 8, and I don't understand how
No.
that works.
If 1 + 1 = 2, and 2 + 2 = 4, what is this?
Hey, if 1 + 1 = 2, and
Look,
2 +
that
2
journey did
=
not
4.
have a good ending.
It hit one too many speed bumps,
One too many speak.
and it was going 90 per mile.
Not 90 per mile, girl. I'm gonna need you to get your English right.
We were on the topic of therapy. How did we get here?
Because like venting to the correct people
It's
about
therapy.
being depressed is therapeutic. But
So,
you,
how do you
but
figure out who's the right person?
See, here's what I do. So
Okay.
I have my little group of friends. Everybody know I'm the most anti-people person you'll ever meet.
Dear God.
Facts.
So I have my group of friends. Now, when they want to introduce somebody new, here's what I do. I tell them something I know is a lie. I tell them something everybody knows is a lie about me. So let's say, Monstar, you a new person in my group, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know I love chocolate. I'm going to tell you, I hate chocolate. And I tell you like a bad history with it. If somebody comes up to me and tells me that story that I know I only told you, I ain't trusting you no more.
that sounds like slightly like a real toxic relationship.
That does. Like you should.
But
know.
it makes sense though.
It's like vetting a person.
If I only
like-
tell you and then somebody
like,
else
just
come
tell-
and tell me
Yup.
how that person know.
Or put it this way, like say that we all hanging out and they bring somebody new. If your friends don't introduce you, like don't do this, or like they know they bringing somebody around and they be like, watch your mouth. They not your friend, because when you around
Or when they be
that
like-
strong group of friends, they know. Don't say nothing. Don't look at them this way.
No,
No.
like you gotta be nice. I am nice, not female dog nice.
Like regular people nice. And it's like that's how you know you got that strong group of friends, because they know how you actually are. So
or
when,
even don't say anything when they bring a person around and they say something and they look at you and you get to look and they say, "Don't you say a word."
right,
Do it.
don't do it. Like, so when you around your acquaintances, you like man, you talk to them because you know they there. When you around your friends, like
Your
you kind
best
of,
friend?
I'm not done, bruh. Shut your face. And when you around your friends, you like, oh, okay, like you real polite, like you getting friendly, you slowly opening up. But when you around your best friends, yo homies, yo partners, you know they gonna ride with you to the day somebody eventually die. Okay? And then when they die, you're gonna be at the funeral. My best friend didn't even like y'all. Okay? Them type of friends.
But you also gotta be careful with them type of friends.
Yeah, cause
Because
the
the closest ones will be the one that hurt you the most. You don't expect betrayal from your enemy.
See, I feel like y'all been hurt too many times, because I got that one group of
close
friends. Like, we gon'
really good.
Because you got that one person, you know, y'all had y'all up and downs. You like they done trusted you with something. They done trusted you with something. You done trusted them with something. And then next thing you know, you getting that one phone call, and I'm like, well, then how you know? You the only person with that name who knew these exact details. So it's like it be the closest ones that be hurting you the most, and then y'all wonder why all these dudes and females got trust issues.
Okay, facts. I feel like that like you get that type of hurt in like high school and middle school stuff, because
Come for me?
But think about it though. Like my friends, we hit the part of being grown. Like we know that we gonna say some stuff to hurt your feelings, but we do it out of love. Because if we say it any other way, it's gonna be sugarcoated and you're not gonna take it serious. It's gonna be like
sugarcoating. Like, tell me straight up what you want.
Me and my best
exactly.
Don't try to beat around the bush. Like, if you honestly with me, I'm blunt, and I mean because I'm blunt. People don't like to hear the truth that way. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat it because then you think, we just playing around and we joking. No,
exactly.
like if something you doing around me is making me uncomfortable, then I'm gonna let you know.
But that's how we was raised though.
Yeah, me and my best friend.
And then some people aren't raised that way. So it's like,
and some people, okay, honestly, y'all, people of nowadays raised soft, okay?
Yes.
They was raised with tablets, being in the house. Mom's, I'm gonna take your tablet away from you for a day. No, okay, like we was raised and we got kicked out the house, okay?
The ones who let them act out in the aisle of Walmart.
Facts.
Who don't care about curfew, letting them sneak people in, sneak out, go out at 1 o'clock in the morning, ain't coming home till 4 a.m.
Exactly.
We got raised, if you even blink an eye after 9 p.m., you was dead. So
kitchen closed at 8:30.
No, we got raised if you blink in the wrong direction after you just got yelled at, you in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
All you do is blink.
If you even look away too fast.
Right.
Like,
You rolling your neck at me? No, I literally turned my... You talking back?
No, ma'am, I'm having a conversation. But,
Conversations don't exist anymore, okay? Especially after you get in trouble. There's no conversation. That's just a go to your room, like angry cry. Okay, so we're gonna get on the topic of angry cry. When you go to your room, you like slamming stuff softly all around because you can't really slam your door, so you just kind of like gently close it in aggravation.
You use so much force to that very end.
That very end.
Slowly shut it. Or you
the softest click ever.
The softest click. If you were allowed to close your door.
Oh. And then next thing you know, you just screaming and crying into that pillow. And gotta make sure you have 3 different pillows so they don't hear you.
Exactly.
Because then they're gonna be like, I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
And it's like, you already did. What?
That's why I'm crying.
Exactly.
Nah, they don't know the, you being a saint for a week, so on the weekend when you ask your daddy, hey, can I go over to my friend's house? You did that and I have a whole list of chores I already did.
They come you done been good all week. They come home and the house smelling like bleach and Lysol.
And they just immediately go, whatever it is, no.
Like, what do you want?
Like, where do you want to go?
I just want to go across the streets. It's not even far. Like,
we're not even spending the night this time.
You can open the window and see me.
Right. And it's like, I just want to go across the street, or as an older sibling, okay? Like, apparently, y'all, this has progressed from depression to a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know where we're going at this point.
ADHD, yeah.
It's just, you're like, I just want to go across the street, hang out with my crew, okay? Like that young crew that you had in your neighborhood, but now y'all done grown up and y'all don't really, talk to each other no more. Y'all scattered across the wind.
Some got 2 children, some got 3 baby mamas and baby daddies.
Some block you on Snapchat because you wasn't happy about they sexing kids. I'm just saying.
That's a bit personal.
It sure was, because I got blocked for no reason. I'm having my second kid. You want a cookie? I don't know what you want from me. Okay? I'm grown. No kids except a dog.
Who is a baby? Yeah.
She is a baby.
Okay, but let's go back on the topic of crying, okay?
Okay.
So, can we talk about validating people crying?
Yeah, because
calling someone soft because they crying is the reason people got trust issues, people are depressed, people don't want to talk to them. You wonder, why do you always stay in your room? Why you always cry? Why you always got headphones in? Why you always on your phone? Because when I try to talk to you, you just say, oh, I feel you, and then start talking about yourself. No, I just want you to listen. If I ask, maybe some advice. I don't want you to say, oh, felt, and then talk about your non-similar experience.
That's also a backside to that, because there is... With crying and venting, you have to be careful, because there are some people who, when they give you a problem, and you gotta be careful, like when someone presses you a problem, you either gotta listen and just listen, or you gotta offer a solution, because there are
okay, but then that comes with the question. So what me and my Caucasian friends, what we delved into was when we're telling somebody something, before when we're like, okay, I have a problem, what we immediately ask, do you just want me to listen, or do you want me to listen and give you a solution? Because those are two different things. Because you can just listen and be like, okay, how are you feeling now that you've got that off your chest? Because you do need to get stuff off your chest. And it's just like, bruh, I can't believe this happened at work today, bruh.
I almost slapped that trick.
Right, I almost slapped her. Anyway, work experiences that y'all don't have. Or it's just like, okay, I need you to help me like think this through and give me like your thought process, because getting different people's opinions is something completely different.
Speaking of getting people's opinions on like depression and stuff, what if you got that one friend who keeps going back to that same person that's hurting them? Keeps going back to that, because I got experiences. If you got that one friend who continues telling you they ain't doing good for you, they keep causing you mental problems, emotional problems, and you keep going back to them. And when they offer you solutions, when you offer them solutions, they turn and do the backwards way of what you just said.
So I'm gonna stop giving them solutions. I'm gonna just figure it out on your own.
I'm just gonna look at Juicy and all of her high school relationships.
You know what, Mom this is the reason I don't like you. It is not my fault. It is not. Okay, it was for
Also,
3 weeks. Okay, if you're not with me for more than a month, you're on a 30-day free trial. You are no longer an ex. Okay.
Also on that
was a 30-day
topic,
free trial.
That's not how that goes.
That was a 30-day free trial. Okay, you was not an ex. You was an unsubscriber. Cancel at any time. Okay, go to your Google. Either go to your Google Play or Apple Pay and unsubscribe from the newsletter.
Breathe, Monstar, breathe.
But then also on the topic of venting, you also got to make sure the person you vented to is in that mental state to accept you venting. So like when I talk to my friend, we're gonna call her O. When I talk to my friend O, I always ask, the first thing I ask her is, are you in a good mental state for me to vent out right now?
Facts, because like, not that your mental distress causing them stress, but on the flip side, no, I'm gonna put a period on that. Not that your mental stress causes them stress, period. It's that sometimes they are fighting their own thoughts and their own demons, but them trying to help you, they figure it could help me too. And it doesn't, and it just makes it worse. And it's just like, well, now both of us over here sitting like a couple of turtle doves.
It's like the blonde leading the blonde.
Exactly. No, but for real though, exactly.
the blonde.
And then so it's like, you gotta have. So sometimes not even they don't want to listen. Like they don't want to talk to you today. It's like sometimes they just having a bad day. Like maybe they got grounded.
Also, I wanna
They got grounded for not twerking correctly.
I wanna make this clear. Although we are talking like getting the help of like friends and therapy and family and all that stuff, we need to normalize being okay with us being by yourself. Because especially after a relationship, like you need to normalize just being okay, just being alone.
Shall I pull a song lyric? Just because I'm alone doesn't mean I'm lonely.
Yes,
Yes.
Lord.
But also on that flip side, and adult experiences, sometimes people aren't comfortable with being by themselves because they've always had somebody else.
Yeah.
Because they don't know,
They've
made their identity from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. They forgot who they were.
They don't have like a walking stick or a crutch.
And so like they need, like not necessarily need somebody to be with them, but it's just like, I don't know who I am anymore. How do I get back to who I was? Like, how do I find me
Which
again?
is both a refreshing but also terrifying experience. Because now you have to learn yourself again.
Like you gotta relearn your old self while also incorporating what new you has found out. Like if you started placing boundaries, and like I saw this thing on Facebook, it's like, I'm gonna need to reintroduce myself. Hi, I'm not afraid of burning bridges as I stand on them.
That's very true.
Because it's like, what's that called?
No.
You finding yourself. It's like old you know, changed yourself for people, and now you losing your friends because you got to reevaluate and refine yourself. And it's like when you pull back and like you don't tell nobody, you just pull back and you staying quiet, like you leaving people undelivered or open if they were already on open. Like the ones that check on like, hey, like what's going on? Like, are you okay? Those are the ones that care. Those are the ones who didn't want you to change, but they also gonna accept it with you.
Yep.
And then some people can't or don't want to be alone because they always have been. Not in the physical sense, but emotionally and mentally, they have always been alone. Everybody has left.
On the flip side of that, there's an Instagram post that I thought was funny, but actually kind of true. It goes, 3 places I'm not going this year. Back, forth, and out of my way. Like you said, might prefer to
Back and forth, out of my way, and labor and delivery.
Okay, I meant back, forth, and out. We're gonna go with that one. That's labor and delivery. Anyway, but
It was on your Instagram story.
I know. So, but like seriously, like you gotta be not afraid to cut people off if you know, like they're mentally exhausting or you.
Bro, you gotta do like that K Cam song. It ain't nothing to cut that. Anyway, that's
way.
and because it's really not, especially when you learn who you are or you're accepting about who you're becoming. Sometimes you just gotta cut some old stuff off, man. It's like cutting a dead limb, bro. Like you got infected by a zombie virus. Just cut it off. Cut that limb off.
Well, recently, from personal experiences, when I say recently, I mean like Friday.
That was real recent. That was all of 2 days ago.
Two days.
48 hours.
So I realized that in venting to a person that they, how can I phrase this without saying being rude?
Be rude.
Say rude. You
Be
can't.
rude.
You can't cuss.
They don't care. In a way, it's like when I vent to you, I don't always want a solution, like Monstar said. I just want somebody to listen because I have friends, well, ex-friends now, because I just can't no more. Where if I vent, they try to give solutions, or they always say, "Oh, it failed," and then they go into how they are feeling or like their experiences that aren't even remotely similar to what I just said.
Which giving a solution isn't bad. It's just sometimes
It's not needed.
Like I know the solution, I just need to get it off my chest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so it's like if I vent, it's like, and if you know I'm venting about the same person, but like let's say family, like I'm just venting about this one person, like that one cousin I can't deal with,
Ooh,
but I always got
facts.
to be around them at family junctions and family reunions.
Okay, like when you say you can't stand and can't be with, like, do you mean playfully can't be around? Or do you mean like truthfully cannot be around? Like cannot stand?
It's like you gotta watch what you say around them.
Okay.
And
So we got
how you
snitching
say
family
that.
members.
Yeah.
Like you.
You walked
One
through that
shit.
door.
Anyway,
You walked through that door.
But on a serious note,
So,
Takashi snitched 9. But we love you though.
So anyway, so like you go to and so you gotta watch what you say around them. And so when you do, it's like, and like they get mad at you because you vented about that same person. It's like, like you can't get mad at me because although it's a new person, it's the same person. It's a different scenario each and every time.
No,
It's like asking a person, if you get shot so much, why do you still like flinch at bullet pain? It's still gonna hurt. Like nothing gonna change about that. And that's exactly what I said in the text message. So that's like you can't just say if you get shot like 10 times, how like you shouldn't feel anything. Yes, you can. It's still gonna hurt, even if you have a bulletproof vest on. That impact's still gonna hurt.
Like
I mean,
MMA fighters.
You may be used to it. You may not feel it like when you healing up, but that
when
initial
that adrenaline
impact-
wear off, oh,
It's like MMA fighters. They oh my goodness. I told myself the few people I will never date: a police officer, a military man.
yes.
Well, like EMT, like anybody, like firefighters, AMTs, police officers. Not because
First
I don't.
responders.
There you go. Not because I don't respect them in their job. I do. I'm not trying to get that knock at my door.
That emotional attachment.
Because
creepy.
the first responders, MMA fighters, race car drivers, because for the simple fact of, I know it may sound stupid for like MMA fighters and race car drivers to put them in that same category.
No, it's not.
But it's not because
still a very
they
possibility.
are going over 100 miles an hour in a circle, okay?
with other people. Or
With
still
other
trying to get
people,
first.
and cars can do anything. And people are always trying to get a leg up and cheat. Let's call a spade a spade. And at any time, a wreck could go wrong and the car can just blow up, and then I gotta watch you die on TV. Or it's just an MMA fighter. I'm not trying to have you come home bloody every night.
I'm not trying to get that call from the ICU.
Yeah,
saying,
because-
"Can you come identify so and so because they so messed up."
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to have that conversation, because I'm not finna turn around and explain to our kids what happened to you. Yes, you were a great man. You will
Woman or
always
woman.
or woman. You will always be that in our eyes. I'm not trying to have that pain. I know that's completely selfish. That is 100% selfish, and I will openly admit that I am a selfish woman. I just mine. Okay.
Mine.
Okay, I am 100% selfish because I know the grief and the depression that's going to come with that.
Man, we gonna stop it right there. You can catch the rest of that conversation on our Free Mind Thinkers podcast, which you can listen to wherever you listen to any of your favorite podcasts. We are on Amazon Music, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. So give us a listen there. If you like what you heard, then tell the world. Share, like the vid. If you have something to say, then please, we encourage everyone, drop a comment. Let us know what's on your mind. And you can find us all over social media. You can find our videos on BitChute, Odyssey, and YouTube. You can communicate with us through our various communication social media site platforms like Twitter, Rumble, Getter, Minds, Gab. Wherever you want to let your free mind thoughts flow, you'll find the Free Mind Thinkers. Plus, we are now setting up our locals page, which will soon load exclusive content for all those that become members. So stay tuned. Things are going to get greater. Y'all take it light. Remember to listen less, learn more.